from Top Rope Squishy here live with a very special guest. And if y'all be on my show, you already know who she is. I'm talking about the one, the only Miss Courtney Holland of the Midwest Marks podcast. Girlfriend, how are you doing today?
I'm good. I hope you're good too. Hey, everybody.
I'm good. Want to say hi to the people in the room. Bobby and Anna and Eli, thank you for joining. People jump in and out throughout the show, so you'll see the things coming on. You know this. You be in there. You a regular.
Yeah.
We are here to discuss Dynamite, but before we do, I would like you guys, if you don't already, follow Courtney on Twitter and Instagram. Please follow Courtney on Twitter and Instagram. The links are in the description. And if you're not subscribed to the Midwest Marks podcast, what are you doing? Why are you living your life? People, please subscribe. The link is in the description. Great, awesome wrestling content from Courtney, from Eli, from BMAC, and from Alex. Please do yourselves a favor and subscribe to that podcast. They have great content and they are hilarious together. I love it. I love that podcast. I will never steer you guys wrong. And if you're not subscribed to my podcast, please do yourself.
What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing? Why are you here without subscribing? Hit that subscribe, hit that like, people. And don't forget, check out the squishy merch on the shirt. Yeah, that's right. So people, Dynamite. Courtney, how did you like yesterday's Dynamite overall?
Oh my God. It was like an A++.
Right?
It was so good. Yeah.
It was better than I thought. I have to be honest. I wasn't exactly like all for it yesterday. I was just looking forward to the Battle Royale, but like even the Jamie Hayter versus Riho match surprised me. It was that good. I was shocked, honestly. I was shocked. But we're going to go in order because we have got to start. We have got to start with CM Punk.
Yes, we do.
I was so happy. Hate me if you want to. But I was cheering the fact that he was getting booed. CM Punk got booed, people. Finally.
Only because they thought it was MJF.
Well, there was a night of firsts yesterday because MJF got cheered for the first time, which was a shock to me. I was just sitting back like, is CM Punk being booed? Holy shit, this is real. He could barely talk. Didn't he look a little uncomfortable?
Yes. But it started the mind games, and that's the classic Punk you're seeing now.
Yeah, and I said that he was being booed because he talks too much. That's Anna. That's right, girlfriend. He talks way too much. I was just so happy he was being booed. And don't get me wrong, I like CM Punk, but this was a perfect thing to happen. And he just couldn't believe it. He's like, this is the guy you're cheering for. And they're like, yeah. Yeah, we want him.
I was hoping for the boos, but you know.
I thought for sure that MJF was going to get booed out the house, but I was so wrong. Tone said that he was not going to be booed. Tone said he was going to get a very warm welcome, and he did, and I was shocked. And he actually showed some emotion, which is unheard of. Like, you know, when he came in and he went down on his knees and he actually had a tear, because I mean, it must, heel aside, kayfabe aside, it must feel something amazing to come back to your hometown and have such a reception for you.
Yeah.
You know? So, hey, no neck bone Tone is on. He says it's the homie Court. The support. Okay, so they also did a MJF promo before the Battle Royale started, and that was fire. I loved it. It was so douchey just for him because he's a douchebag. Like, that's his character. To me, MJF comes off as a douchebag, and it's a perfect heel character for him. the battle royale started, and holy shit, this was wild. I'm gonna name off everybody that was in there really, really fast. It was 12 men.
Okay.
It was MJF, Will Hobbs, Ricky Starks, Dante Martin, Lio Rush, Wardlow, Jay Lethal, Matt Hardy, Matt Sydal, Lee Moriarty, Frank Kazarian, and Lee Johnson. And Jay Lethal was the first person to be knocked out, and Ricky Starks was the last. The betrayal.
Yeah, pretty boy. Pretty boy, why you gotta do our boy Dante like that?
Listen,
come on now.
I had no idea that Dante was double crossing people. However, Tone did know that he was double crossing everybody, and that him and Lio Rush had something set up. And I'm sitting here like, nah, man, that's not. No, Squishadamus is telling you no, and he was right. I was wrong. He was right. You know. But
well, and we still don't know whose name exactly is on that paper, but something tells me Darius.
You think so? I think Darius is definitely on his way back. I've heard some rumors that he is definitely sooner than you think will be back. But I have to say, the Battle Royale, there was a lot of things going on, so I didn't, like, my eyes went everywhere. But the one thing I did catch that I was not happy about was that my dude Will Hobbs got knocked out by Lio Rush.
He had some help though.
I mean, sure, but it took 3 people to knock out Wardlow.
Yeah, it did.
It did.
And did you see the stare off between Hobbs and Wardlow?
Woo!
That
was big beefy men slapping me.
I was just gonna say that.
Give me that. Wardlow versus Hobbs. That has to be a long-standing feud for me, because I want to see a couple of matches between them. That's gonna be it's gonna be sick. I'm looking forward to that. But as we all knew, MJF was one of the last men standing, and Dante Martin was the other one. Who you think is getting the ring, Courtney?
I think Dante, obviously.
Obviously, yes. That's who I got too. Dante Martin, people, is going to get that diamond ring. Thank you, Tony Khan. Thank you for putting some respect on that. So, hey, Lou.
Hey, Lou.
Thanks for showing up, Lou. I appreciate you. Then there was an 8-man tag. It was Jurassic Express and the Varsity Blondes, and they went up against The Acclaimed, which I happen to like a lot. And I like The Acclaimed. I do. I love it when Max Caster comes out talking crap, and then Anthony Bowens is like, wherever they are, Long Island. The Acclaimed have arrived. Like, I absolutely love that. But they lost. Yeah. Caster got put into a snare trap by Jungle Boy, and they lost. But I think, and then the match was great, of course. I think Jungle Boy has shown extreme growth. So has Griff Garrison. So has Brian Pillman Jr. Anthony Bowens and Max Caster, they are veterans. Like, they're great. 2.0 is still growing on me. I need a little bit more of that. And I guess we're going to get to see some more of that, because what happened after was what got me. Oh, shit. Sorry, Courtney. You know how I feel about Santana and Ortiz.
I know, PMP.
No.
We need titles on PMP.
We need those titles in the back. Because Eddie Kingston came out and did some mess while the match was going on.
And did you notice we couldn't hear Eddie at all? I don't know what. And Eddie, we love you. I don't know what they did to you, sweetheart. I'm sorry that happened.
It sucks, because he usually has such great things to say. So I'm pretty sure it was something like, I'm going to get these motherfuckers. Come follow me in the back. We're going to beat their ass, blah, blah, blah. Something along those lines. You know how Eddie is. He's very ready to go. But when he went to the back, he got jumped. And Ortiz somehow got pulled into the mix. And did you guys notice how buff Ortiz was?
Yeah.
This dude did a transformation during the pandemic. He was not that built. He has traps.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
He been hitting the gym. Along with my boys, the Gun Club has been hitting the gym too.
Oh, yes. They've been going in, and I like it. I'm all for it because to me, seeing Ortiz, and I think Santana was also getting into shape. He's in a much better shape than he was. To me, Santana and Ortiz are right for belts. That does not mean that I do not want to see the Lucha Bros continue, Tony, continue with their awesome reign. I want them to have more matches. Of course, we're getting one tomorrow against FTR, which is great. But I think that after the Lucha Bros, it is time for Proud and Powerful to get the respect that they deserve and get those belts. You know, they're not exactly young. They're like in their mid to late 30s. It's time.
Right. Yeah.
You agree or you disagree?
I absolutely agree. I think it's Santana and Ortiz's time. And you know what I would love to see? It's kind of a LAX feel coming back.
You mean like with Eddie?
Yes.
Like a trio?
I would like that. Because we know his original partner is taking care of his health. So put those three together. Give us a trios title, please.
It is time.
Please. It's time.
So many factions, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
many
and not
trios.
And not to have a title on it is a travesty.
It is a travesty. I love that word, by the way, travesty. I use that word a lot. So we here, Courtney. It is a freaking travesty. TK, I actually tagged Tony Khan today. He's probably so sick of people tagging him, but I tagged him in a very respectful way, letting him know that, yes, I am a huge AEW fan. Obviously, I have a show that I dedicate pretty much to talking about AEW. But can we please put some spec on Proud and Powerful? Like, it's time. Yeah. Stop teasing us. Stop the teasing. Stop the teasing, damn it. Let's just do it.
Do it.
So I think we're gonna see a trios battle. It's gonna, I think it's coming. It's gonna be King Santana and Ortiz versus Daniel Garcia in 2.0. I'm all for it because I know they get their ass handed.
I would even like to see Dynamite do something with that group too.
With Elliot, with Lex, if they were to form it, yeah, why not?
Because she was an original member. Proud and Powerful is original member. And then you got Eddie who can come in and use his craft.
Yes, it's very true. Absolutely. Absolutely. I like that. I didn't even think about that. And Diamante is definitely improved as well. I think Diamante and Ivelisse made a great tag team, but I think I've seen more of Diamante after Ivelisse left. So she's been more showcased and it absolutely shows. And she does like my favorite move. Like that's her finisher. My favorite move in all of wrestling, if y'all don't know, is the Canadian Destroyer. I love that wrestling move. It is my favorite move. Any variation of it is my favorite move. I just absolutely love it. And that's her finisher. So I am all for it. So girl, get yours. Oh, yes, the Young Bucks. So this was part of my bold prediction. And Courtney also predicted this, y'all.
Yes, I did.
Trent was going to return. And he did. Looking every bit like the Blade. Did he not? He looked like the Blade from Butcher and the Blade.
He looked better than the Blade. Can I just say that?
Go ahead, girl. He's single. Let's get you his number. Trent came out that car. So the match basically was the Young Bucks versus Chuck Taylor and Rocky Romero. We all knew that I knew the Young Bucks were going to win. My prediction was that the Young Bucks were going to win. And then in true heel fashion, right? The Elite,
Right.
or Super Click, as they calling Adam Cole, Bay Bay,
Mhm.
and the Young Bucks, the Super Click, was going to whoop their asses after they won the match. And they did. And then Orange Cassidy jumped in and he got his ass handed to him. And then Wheeler Yuta came in and he got his ass handed to him. But then when I saw that car, I was like, oh, Trent! And
Can
Tony
we
Khan,
make Mama Sue all elite though? Can we make Sue
come
all elite, please?
on. Let's make Sue all elite. I mean, she's been part of so many shows. With
Yes.
one of my favorites was between Best Friends and Santana Ortiz, and it was the parking lot brawl, which I got people sick of hearing that. You know what I'm saying? I got sick because
Yeah.
I say it all the time, but she showed up at the end to take her kids who won, to
Yep.
take, Trent and Chucky T and Orange Cassidy away. And then she flipped everybody off at the end when she was driving away. She stuck this out the window. Mama Sue's been in the vlogs. Mama
Mhm.
Sue has had a Dark Order moment in the vlogs. Look, she is part of AEW. So there you go. That part, to me, Trent's return made my night. I was waiting for him to come back. I wish him nothing but great health. I understand he had a neck fusion with whatchamacallit, with it's like a metal cage that they put on your neck. It's a
Yeah.
real serious surgery. So, I just hope that he remains healthy and that he's able to successfully return to wrestling, because I definitely missed his beautiful spears. Oh, they're beautiful.
Oh.
He has the best spears in wrestling. Down,
Yeah, he does.
100%
And
down.
I
And
was actually kind of shocked he did the spear last night, but it was good to see it.
it was great, right? And I mean, he always does his spears outside the ring. Inside
Mhm.
the ring, Ricky Starks and Nyla Rose, to me, have the
Yes.
best spears.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
outside the ring is Trent 100%. So that, to me, and then they ended it with a huge group hug, because you gotta give the people what they want.
Yes.
I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. I loved it. But then your favorite, Sammy Guevara, came out.
Uh, do we really have to talk about him?
Oh, we do. Oh, we do. Because something happened. He was having it out with, Ethan Page and Scorpio Sky, the men of the year. But then Cody came out. Cody. Hey, Kyle. Hi, Kyle.
Hi, Kylo.
Cody is challenging for the TNT belt again. What the fuck? Why?
Well, did you see Cody's muscles
Yes. Oh, you were
and
checking
the
them
burn on?
Cody's like, did you see Cody's muscles? I don't care that he's going for the
And
TNT
then
title.
the burn?
Yes. He lost a lot of skin on his arm, and his back looks pretty similar. So I'm pretty surprised that he's already having a match. It's going to be like in 2 weeks. I think it's for Christmas, something like. I don't think it's for Winter's Coming. It's not next week. But I don't want Cody to have the TNT belt again. I don't. But I know you.
Sammy don't.
I know you don't want Sammy to have it. Oh, we are at a crossroads here.
Yep.
I usually leave the question of the night for the end of the show. But as we are on the topic that I wanted to ask you about, let's just do it now. The question of the night is coming in the middle. And it's, who do you want to see beat your favorite wrestler, Sammy Guevara, for the TNT belt, and how soon?
I'll give him another month with the belt. I wouldn't mind putting it back on Darby for a while.
Nice.
Because he's really not, like, in the title picture. But have you noticed how good the wrestling has been without the title and the storytelling?
Yeah.
Especially the women's matches?
Oh, yes. 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 Absolutely. It's great because there's only but so many titles.
Yeah.
So they have to have a good build. They have to have a good build for these women and these men that are not getting the title. It might never see the title. That
Right.
doesn't mean they don't get good matches and good stories. You caught it. You caught it, Lou. You saw what I did? The crossroads. Cody Rhodes, crossroads. Good job, Lou. Yeah. The vignette that Thunder had, for versus Jade Cargill was fire as always. Y'all already
Hmm.
know Thunder's my girl, Statlander's my other girl. And I love Jade Cargill because how can you not? She's this let's be honest, she's green. She's
Yeah.
probably
Very.
not ready for a belt, obviously.
She's not. We
She's
have
not.
discussed this, but I see potential in her.
Yes, lots of it. Lots of it because one, she definitely has the strength, so she can do the moves. She's
Hmm.
very flexible and she's been training for quite some time. And I feel that she's going to be one of the more threatening women wrestlers on the roster, if not already. I mean, unfortunately, we've only seen squash matches from her, so she doesn't go past 3 minutes. So
Right.
I would love to see a good 10-minute match, see her really, stick it out in the ring for a little bit, because I think that if you're
Yeah.
defending a belt,
You need to learn that.
yeah, and you got to be able
You
to
need
last a little
longer
longer.
matches. Yeah.
Exactly.
Because if you notice when she did that spot with my girl Red Velvet a couple weeks ago,
Red Velvet.
and hi girl, and she kind of got gas while they were doing that fighting outside the ring spot. If
Yeah.
you notice that,
Yeah. She was out of breath, right?
yeah,
Yeah. Look, I think that the Red Velvet versus Jade Cargill heat needs to come back because it's hot. It should be an
yes,
ongoing thing, kind of like Thunder and Britt Baker
mhm,
is,
yeah,
and let them build it up. I see Red Velvet holding the TBS belt in the future. Absolutely.
absolutely, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I do think though that Jade Cargill is gonna beat Thunder Rosa because I believe
Mm,
it's I do. I think it's gonna be Jade Cargill versus Ruby Soho. I know that's not what you want. I know you want Nyla Rose to win the
I
TBS
want Nyla and I want Thunder because I think that'll be a much better
final.
finals, and
I agree with you.
they have more experience in the ring. Not
Yes,
taking anything away from the other two ladies,
of
I
course.
just like seeing the experience in this case. In this
Yes,
case, you have a
absolutely.
Hoss and Nala,
Yes.
and you have the speed of Thunder. Put those two together. Let's do a storyline with them.
Yeah.
But
Yes.
did you see what she did to Ruby last night? That was hilarious.
Yes. Yes. She said, surprise, bitch.
And knocked her out.
She knocked her out. And then they started stomping the shit out of her. Listen, I
And
was
then
cheering.
conveniently, Tay and Jay came
Yes,
in.
of course. Tay J. Tay J. When she came out, when Nyla came out and did that, I was all for it because I don't dislike Ruby Soho.
Right,
I don't dislike her, but she's not like
right,
a favorite of mine. But I love Nyla Rose. So I was just
right.
like, kick her ass. So yes, I would not be upset with Nyla being the first TBS champion. Her
I would not because her reign was like what 3 months, and I think she deserves more title reign time.
Yes, yes, she's very powerful in the ring. Great matches. I absolutely feel like this is the time to put Nyla back up there, you know? So I'm holding out hope on the TBS championship. At the end of the day, I really don't really know who's going to take it. I have a feeling it's going to be Jade Cargill. I do. But I would be very happy if it was Nyla Rose. And the reason why I'm not saying Thunder is because, as you already know, she's taking the AEW belt from Britt Baker at
She's
Revolution.
taking that from Britt.
100 million freaking percent. Hell yes.
Yes, I would love to see him as a champion.
What?
Yes.
Please, for the love of God, Tony Khan, watch this part right here.
Yes.
Give this man the belt. If he was the one who took it off of Sammy, holy shit. Girl, I'll lose my shit. This is the take of the night. Will Hobbs should be the TNT champion. That's the take of the night. 100%. And this is actually what I was feeling too. Because he did tease yesterday going towards the heel exit, and then he was like, oh, wait, and turned back around. He did that shit on purpose. Cody did that on purpose.
If you notice, it's a slow burn to get to heel Cody.
Mm-hmm.
Because he knows we want it, so and he's slowly getting there. Because we know Brandy is already back.
Yes, Brandy's been wrestling on Dark.
Yes, and she's a heel. So why not, Cody? Come on and bring back the dark hair, please.
He is. I believe he is. Well, the thing is that he's also on that show.
Oh, the
Go Big show.
Yeah.
And my last guest was Will Washington.
I saw that. Will did a really good job.
Yeah, he is really knowledgeable. My God, he's like the wrestling encyclopedia is what I like to call Will Washington, because it's all in here. Dates. I mean, you could probably ask him, what was this wrestler wearing 10 years ago in this match at this time? And he could probably give you the colors and everything down to this. So he pointed out that the reason why he believed that Cody was not able to go heel at the time and keep his black hair is because the Go Big Show was going to premiere, and he was going to have blonde hair, and it's supposed to be happening, you know, it's not supposed to be pre-recorded, you know what I mean? Like, it's all like, you want people to believe that these things are happening as the show's happening, like it's live and shit, and it's not. And so I think that if Cody does indeed go heel, his hair is going to stay blonde for a while. But yes. And then he even made it a note to point out, because Sammy, we're two of the good guys. Like, why did you feel the need to say that? So I believe that Lou is correct and that you're correct, Courtney, that we are slowly burning towards a heel Cody. No matter how many times he has said, I am never going heel, he's going heel. He is going heel.
Yes.
Okay. Riho.
Oh my God, that match.
Jamie Hayter. Ooh. I was shocked.
Oh, I knew Riho was gonna win, because I called that too.
Yes. You did call that Riho was gonna win, but wow.
And that was a great match, even though there was one move in there that was like a little botchy, but they turned the match around.
It was when she was getting ready to Canadian destroy Jamie Hayter. She could hardly she was having trouble getting on top of her. But they did. They fixed it up. And I mean, what a brutal match. And Riho can take it.
Yes.
She weighs 5 pounds soaking wet. She's 2 feet tall and weighs 5 pounds soaking wet. And Jamie Hayter threw her around the ring like she was a sack of little potatoes. Not the big sack of potatoes, but the little ones, the ones that come in the little bag that you roast. Yeah, like that. Like she was just tossing her. And Riho just flew everywhere. And I just feel like one of these days Riho's going to collapse. But she doesn't. She's powerful. Yeah, she's really strong. I mean, some people don't know, but Riho's been wrestling since she was like, I think 11, 12, something along those lines. Very young. So, if only she put about 25, 30. Look, Riho, I have extra weight on me. I can lend you some. Call me up. We could do this. But despite that, it was.
And did you see the ending where DMD was playing mind games with Hager? Hey, Jamie.
Hater? Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, that is happening. They're going to turn on each other. They are going to turn on each other. This is for sure happening. So I can't wait for that. But what I want to see is a Jamie Hayter versus Chris Statlander match. Give me that.
Because that would be very, very good, actually.
Yes. Because, the thing with Chris Statlander is she has so many moves in that arsenal that she cannot pull out because some of the women don't want to take those moves. Right. She's never pulled the 451, an area of 451 on anybody, which is a 450 splash for those who don't know. She's never done.
Except for the men.
Except for on a man, right? Because I think the women are afraid to take that bump. But I bet you, like a Jamie Hayter, a Nyla Rose, a Thunder Rosa, they would take it. So give me that. Britt Baker would take a 450 splash. Give me that. Britt will, because Thunder and Britt had a lights out match and they took tables, ladders, chairs, thumbtacks, blood, everything inside the ring, outside the ring. Those ladies showed that they can do it too. And I think that it can happen.
And that match made me think about ECW.
Oh, why?
Yeah. Because it was so extreme.
Yes, it's true. It's true. They did kind of take it back. To when things were real. But, because AEW will be walking that line between is this acceptable or not? And I'm cool with it because I'm like, look, if I want to see, cartoons, I'll turn to the Cartoon Network. I want to see people busting each other's asses. I know y'all not trying to really kill each other,
right?
But in my mind, when you guys are in the ring and putting on these clinics, I believe you really are trying to kill each other. And that's what I want. I don't want to see people like, no, throw this motherfucker out the ring. Hopefully he won't land on his head. Like, that's how I am.
Yeah. I'm the same way. That's why Julia Hart gets on my last nerve. She don't do nothing. And did we see Jungle Boy with the pom-poms doing more than she did last night? Okay.
I was so happy that Malachi Black spit that gook in her face. Okay.
I was so happy too. I thought it was hilarious. I'm like, yes, you get her. You get her. I might not like you, Malachi, but you get her.
And Diablo came out. He did me a solid yesterday, because if anything, y'all already know how I feel about Julia Hart. Yes. This is another show that's happening. I think this weekend. Yes, I'm watching that.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, I can't remember. Lou, what's the name of the promotion? Because it just left my head.
I bet Bobby could tell us, or Lou can tell us.
Lou, Bobby, anybody in the chat, if y'all can tell me where this match is happening, because I have it on my Twitter, but I'm not going in there to check it now, so we can post it. Because you know what, y'all need to support. Mercedes Martinez is unfucking amazing. She's fucking amazing. Oh, here it is. Warrior Wrestling. That's it.
That's it.
Yes. Warrior Wrestling is having a show this weekend. And there's a lot of matches, but Mercedes Martinez is taking on Thunder Rosa. People,
that's going to be a good match.
That's going to be good. Jesus. Anyway, which brings us to the main event. Heel Bryan Danielson versus I love John Silver from the Dark Order. That match was great.
That was great.
What did you
and
think?
Lou, I'm sorry to break your heart, but Bandito, they just announced that he tested positive for COVID today. So that's not going to happen.
Oh, Jesus. So I'm sorry. Lou's probably there like, oh, fuck, what? Lou, let us know how you feel now that you know that Bandito is not going up against Dante Martin. Anyway, listen, it was a great main event. Bryan Danielson has not let people down, and John Silver.
But can you leave my Dark Order alone, please?
I
American
know.
Dragon.
He already walked through them. Oh, this is his reaction. I'm sorry, Lou. But
sorry,
at least,
Lou.
You know, you're not going to go into the show waiting to see it and be disappointed during the show. Now you know ahead of time. So, you know, go smoke and relax. It's going to be all right. We're going to get Dante Martin versus Bandito at some other point.
when he feels better.
He is not happy at all. Look, Tony agrees with you, Courtney. He is tired of everybody running through the Dark Order. The Dark Order used to be, and of course, Rip Brody Lee when Brody Lee was around.
Yes, they were powerful, going through everybody. Yes. And now look at them.
So, and don't get me wrong, that does not take away from the fact that they are all amazing wrestlers. Except for Anna Jay needs to work on her. You know, she just got back from injury, so she needs to work on it a little bit because Ty Conti is definitely way ahead of her right now.
Yeah.
You know, and to all fairness, she was out for a year. So to all fairness, she'll get back.
But I don't exactly think Anna Jay is all healed up yet either because if you notice, she's been wearing that tight tape on her arm, and I was like, girl, you need to do some PT on that. Make sure you're strong to be there. I think she came back way too early.
I think so. It's all good, Dominican Lou, because in my show, we absolutely talk wrestling of all kinds if it comes up. I never block any kind of wrestling talk. If you want to talk about wrestling and you want to up any wrestling show, I always say watch what you like. I never try to put down any shows because you know what? The wrestlers need a place to work. And there's something for everyone in every promotion. So I say watch what you love. I love AEW. I love Mission Pro Wrestling. I like to catch some of the indie shows. That's what I like. Well, I would love to get into Impact and Ring of Honor, but unfortunately my time is like limited. But if I had all the time in the world, I would probably be watching wrestling until my eyes fell out of my head. So, so budge,
boom,
budge. I love it. It. Baby, Tony gets it. Look at that, budge.
Budge.
You know, obviously Bryan Danielson won because he has a match at Winter is Coming with against Cowboy Shit, who came out at the end to save John Silver. Yes. I love Hangman Adam Page. I'm so happy he's the champ right now.
Me too.
Were you waiting for it like I was?
Yes. I was like, where's my cowboy at? Come on out, Hangman. Come on out, buddy.
When he came out as the Joker, it was so good to see him. And I'm like, he's back. He's definitely getting this freaking chip, and he's definitely getting the belt. Finally, the story is going to be concluded, and it's great.
And I want him to have a very long, like a year run, if possible.
I think so. I think Hangman Adam Page is going to run through the roster. I feel he will lose it though. At Full Gear, no, not Full Gear. I always forget which is the All Out at All Out at All Out. Yeah, no,
No,
definitely not. No,
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 no, Lou.
no.
No, Lou.
I agree
No,
with
Lou.
you.
No.
The cowboy is not losing his belt. Are you fucking kidding me?
Too soon.
As much as people love the American Dragon, they will lose their shit. And you know I'll lose my shit. You'll hear me all the way from New Jersey screaming at the TV, like, what the fuck? I can't, no.
Mm-mm.
That's not happening. And that's not,
No.
that's not happening. So,
No.
but yes, Danielson got John Silver at the end with the Rings of Saturn submission. And you know what? John Silver didn't tap out. He passed out because
No.
he's a man. Budge.
Yeah.
That was the end of Dynamite. But before we, I'm not ready to let you go yet, Courtney. I would
All right.
like your predictions on Rampage.
Okay.
So I'm going to run the matches and you're just going to tell me who you think is taking it. Cool?
Okay.
Putting you on the spot. Putting you on the spot.
Cool.
We got the Lucha Bros going up against FTR for the tag belts. It's no longer going to be best 2 out of 3. It's a straight up match for the belts. Do the Lucha Bros retain or does FTR become the new and again AEW tag champions?
Is Ray Phoenix back by chance?
Yes, Ray Phoenix is back.
Okay, with Ray Phoenix, I'm going to say Lucha Bros are going to win it.
Yep. Really quickly, yes. Shout out to Mr. Jeff Hardy. We wish you all the best.
Yes.
People, nobody really knows what's going on.
Don't believe what you read because I actually had a tweet from his wife today that says, Jeff's good, we are good. That's all she needed to say.
Exactly. And, and if he does have any issues or anything, you know what? That's private. That's personal. And all you should do if you really are a fan is wish him the best and hope that if there is something going on, that he is able to overcome it. You should never wish evil things on people. So
no, and I don't like what WWE did to him today. That's just disrespectful and uncalled for.
Yeah, the putting it out there and saying, we offered him rehab and he didn't take it, so we fired him. That's just those are pieces of information that should have never been released. But what do I know? What do we know, right, Courtney? What do we know?
What do we know? We're just fans.
We're just fans. We're nobody, right? So anyhow, Adam Cole, baby, Budge is going up against Wheeler Utah of Best Friends. What you think?
It's gonna be a good match, and my heart says Wheeler, but my mind says Boom will
it's
win.
It's gonna be Boom. Boom!
Boom!
Kiki!
Kiki!
Welcome, Kiki, to the show. Awesome. Thank you for showing up, Alex. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'm also with you. It's gonna be Adam Cole, baby. Hook is making his debut. Hook.
Get up, man.
I think I pulled a stomach muscle.
Are you okay?
So from now on, whenever I see Hook, I'm gonna go like this. Hook is making his debut against Fuego del Sol. All right, y'all. That was good. Thanks for that, Courtney. That was great.
You're welcome.
It's clear who's winning.
I think Fuego's winning.
Really?
I'm gonna say Del Sol because I don't know how good Hook really is. I mean, all we know that he is Taz's son.
And he's a Hook. You think Hook's going down?
I think Hook's going down.
Fuego's gonna get Fuego. I have Hook winning.
But which
Fuego? Is it Fuego 1 or Fuego 2?
We don't know.
We don't know, but I absolutely have Hook winning. I'm gonna tell you why. Wait. Hook is winning because he is Taz's son and he's debuting. They're not gonna let him lose this first match. That's why Hook is getting Fuego del Sol, because Fuego's known to be a jobber. So Hook's winning. Good night, Bobby. Enjoy Impact.
Bye, Bobby.
And then the last match that is for Rampage is a trios women's match. I'm pretty excited about this one. Ruby Soho, Ty Conti, and Anna Jay versus Penelope Ford, the bunny, but the one that makes me happy, Nyla Rose. I don't think I gotta ask.
You know my heart's with Nyla, so I'm picking Nyla's team.
You're picking Nyla's team. I would love Nyla's team to win because of Nyla, but I have this feeling that Ruby Soho's team is gonna win.
I guess we're gonna have to wait. I guess we're gonna have to wait till Friday, right?
We're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait till tomorrow. Yo, this is great. You guys should be super excited because we are one step closer to the dream match: CM Punk versus Hook. I am getting a Hook, like from Peter Pan. I'm getting one of those hooks, and whenever I talk about Hook, I'm pulling it out because I can never go back to saying his name without going like this. So that's it.
Well, see, that's what I think about when I think about Hook is Peter Pan.
Hook. I don't know, if they're gonna be calling him Hook, he better be throwing some hooks, or else I have no idea where that name came from. But people, Courtney, thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Oh man, Courtney, this was so much fun. I would like to get all of the Midwest marks on my show next year. So I definitely would like to invite you guys. So stay tuned for some invites. I can't wait to see Hook's debut tomorrow.
She has to
Hook tomorrow. Courtesy of No Neck Bone Tone, who came to bring me a Hook. Because obviously this looks too freaking ridiculous on my hands. It looks better with you, Courtney. I don't know what the hell is wrong with my crooked ass fingers, but hey, Hook, you better do some work tomorrow. You understand what I'm saying? People, I found a hook, Anna. I found a hook. Bing, bing, bing. Thank you, Courtney. People, if you don't follow Courtney on Instagram and Twitter, do yourselves a favor and do that. The link's in the description. And if you're not subscribed to the Midwest Marks podcast, why not? Subscribe. The link is in the description. And if you was in here and you're watching this and you are not subscribed to the Top Rope Squishy, what are you doing? Follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Top Rope Squishy. Check out the links in the description for the merch. People, this was so much fun. I love that Courtney was able to join me. Next, I will definitely be having them all on my show. I will definitely have the Midwest Marks on my show. So people, that's our show. Thank you once again, Courtney. Thank you for everyone that joins in the room. This was a lot of fun. And as always, people, a lot of love, peace, and wrestling always. Stay safe. Take care of your mental health, people. It's very important. Don't let anyone shame you into feeling that there's something wrong with you if you have mental health issues. Depression, anxiety, bipolar, whatever you're dealing with, make sure you get some help. There's no shame in it. So people, with that, I leave you. Happy Rampage tomorrow. Good night, Courtney. Good night.
Good night. Happy weekend, everybody. Be safe.
Be safe and until